friends, welcome to my back to school mini type of marathon. I don't know what it is about back to school, but it makes me feel like I have to like get everything done. Everything has to be decluttered, clean, prepared. Everything has to be done. Like I'm going on vacation for a month. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm excited. Okay. I guess I'm excited that all 5 of my kids are going to be out of the house and my little one and I can spend some quality time together. It's been a couple days since they've gone back to school and I have so much peace during the day. Yes, that first hour before I drop them off at school is so incredibly chaotic and stressful, but when the last door shuts and I'm headed home and I make coffee and I sit down and I just relax, I'm like, oh, okay, this is peace. This is when I can actually get things done. I felt so motivated because they were out of the house. I just needed to get so much done. And the first thing I wanted to tackle was this kind of like dining project supply type of area. I had a lot of extra supplies because we thought we were going to go to a different school that required a lot of supplies, and we ended up not going to that school. So I've got a lot of extra things that I want to get organized. I've got 3 drawers here. The one all the way to the right is going to be like mommy's supplies, like scotch tape, scissors, command hooks, like all that type of stuff that I just need, Sharpies, stuff like that. The middle drawer is going to be the extra supply drawer for my 5 older kids. Binder paper and notebooks and composition books and extra mechanical pencils, things they could just kind of like replenish throughout the school year. The left is going to be my toddler who's 3 years old's learning area. I've got a bunch of learning things for him, tracings and numbers and alphabet, things like that, activity books that I'm going to be working on with him throughout the school year. Look how cute my baby boy's picture is. So we're going to get these areas super squared away and ready to go for the year. It's driving me slightly insane. I've got paint, Play-Doh, random things, markers without caps that are just driving me crazy. So we're gonna get this cleaned out so that anytime they need something or anytime I want to do a little bit of a learning activity with my toddler, I could just reach in and grab it and I don't feel so overwhelmed. have a foldable table for our dining room table at the moment. We had a round one, but it broke, and I am in search of something that would go really good in this space. I'm being very, very picky with my dining room table. That's why I haven't gotten one this far. I mean, we've been 5 years in this house and I still haven't found the one that I really want. I kind of want a circle one, but I know it's not going to fit very well in this space. So I don't know, I'm open to ideas. I thought about doing like a built-in one, which I still really want to do, but I also like to use this space for birthday parties and set it up for like a buffet when we have guests and parties and such. So that's not gonna quite work. If you guys have any suggestions of like a family table for 8 that you think would go really good in this space, let me know. I do like the idea of that like transformer table, but it is cost quite a big penny, so I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I love this family photo, but baby Tizeo is not in it. So I need to take some new photos this holiday season. This cubby situation is really hectic. I actually, believe it or not, I cleaned it a couple days ago and just kind of organized things, made kids take some shoes upstairs that I feel like didn't belong in here. I really just want this to be school only. Like, what shoes are you going to wear to school? Volleyball stuff goes in your bag, football stuff goes in your football bag, you know, summer shoes, Crocs, things like that, we're going to put in a different bin. But all these extra purses and jackets and things, they need to go. This thing needs to be sanitized so desperately. And I need a new upgrade of this because I have 13-year-old twins and 12 and 11 and soon to be 10. Wow, that's a lot. And I just need a bigger situation here. Like, the knobs are breaking, or the little hooks and things, and it's just too small of a space. It worked beautifully when we were foster parents and we had like 5, 6, 7, like 2 and 3-year-olds at the same time. It was adorable. All the little preschool things would go in here, but it's really not working for our family now as our kids are beginning to be preteen and teenagers. So let me know if you have a solution for this. I don't know. There's a lot of IKEA stuff, but I don't know if I can fit that anywhere. I don't really have a nook in my home where I can make a mudroom. It just has to slide into this closet. It's really bad lighting in here, but you can get a gist for how we organize shoes and stuff like that. I put everything in here and it's going to get a lot more full when the kids get back from school. I put like my everyday shoes in this hanging thing right here so I can just grab it. Up above is like winter things, off-season things. And then we have baby Tizeo's shoes. We've got like Crocs and sandals, his everyday shoes, and then shoes that are a little bit too big that he can wear next year down below. Okay, I did Ace's room today because it was just a lot going on in here, but I organized his closet. He's 13, by the way. I decided to do stations.
Organize this one.
Yeah, I decided for my 13-year-old son, who is a football player, we would do stations because he seems a little confused about what's football wear, what's school wear, all that. So this is just straight up sports area. We've got all of his swag, his game day socks, his gloves, his shiesties and stuff like that. I don't know. This is also new stuff that I bought him because football season is about to start. We've got his spirit wear. He went to Bishop Gorman football camp, so he has that. But we also got his spirit wear shorts and jerseys that he wears on game day. And then we have all his dry fit practice stuff. These dry fit tank tops he wears underneath his uniform and for practice. So we've got a ton of those. I've got a lot in the wash right now. We got dry fit shorts. This belongs in here. And here we put all his accessories. He's got like his football sleeves and gloves. And in here he has like some bandanas and what's it called? Head wraps, do-rags, stuff like that he wears to bed. Here's all his padded football pants. We have a new one for game day, and there's practice ones. And these are just his everyday t-shirts that he just comes home, tank tops, t-shirts, and shorts that he just throws on. His hamper here. We've got all of his game day jerseys here, and then off-season stuff. It's like 115 in Vegas right now, but here's all his sweatshirts for winter. And then right here, we have all of his shirts that he wears to school. We've got some jerseys, and these are some new shirts that he just bought at Shein. So I've decided, since he's a big boy now, I'm going to start hanging his clothes that he wears to school, so he knows like these are ironed and these are ready to go for school, so he can dress a little bit better. And then here is just some white tees, brand new white tees and black tees. They're in the wash right now that he wears to school, like plain ones, school shorts, and chill shorts, like sweat shorts or whatever. And then there's some long sleeve and yeah, I'll show that in a minute. And there's some long sleeves and sweatpants and some pajamas on the bottom. These are just accessories like belts and gloves and whatever random things. Over here we've got extra blankets for the winter, his to-go bag for like when he goes to tournaments and when he travels, football stuff. We've got baseball glove and like 6 airy footballs back there. These are old jerseys that I need to like put somewhere. Old football jerseys, old flag football jerseys. They're so cool in here, and they still fit him, so sometimes he likes to wear them with like shorts or to bed or whatever. And then a few things because my baby is not a baby anymore, and so we've got, I don't know, a couple like Lego kits and board games, Jumanji, things like that. All that he really has as far as his toys. Oh, thank you for the kiss. And then here, I found this system works so well because we don't have any dressers. So we've got underwear, tank tops, and socks. Yep, got his hamper back there and just some random things here. He is a book reader, so he has a ton of books. Here, this is completely full. Yeah, and his nightstand is completely full of books and like tech stuff or whatever.
So we did this.
Yeah, so we did that. Yeah, he has music there. Yeah, this is Goodwill type of stuff. I just finished vacuuming. I am going to do a little bit more of a deep cleaning on his bathroom. But yeah, organized his room today, right? I got to make sure everything is nice and clean and organized and ready for a new school year. I'm starting my folding of laundry session a little bit later today, and I was exhausted. So I opted to take all 4 loads, dump them on the couch down below, and watch a show, have myself a dirty Diet Coke, which is just iced Diet Coke with like a splash of creamer. I put salted caramel Chobani creamer. It is so good. I was done. I was tired. I knew I only had an hour left to pick up kids from school, and I had a long night of football, so I decided to just relax and fold laundry while watching a show and just try to take it easy a little bit. friends, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Please let me know if you made it all the way to the end. And don't forget, I'm doing a back to school series on how to prepare our kids for back to school beyond school supplies, new shoes and clothes and all that. Check it out on Instagram and say hey in the comments if you're new. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.